The double Lehman formula. MergersCorp, the leader in business sales mergers and acquisitions. At MergersCorp M&A International, we help our clients confidentially buy and sell privately held businesses, align the interests of all parties for mutual success and satisfaction. It is our goal to make the process of either buying a new business or selling your current business as smooth and efficient as possible. We know how important confidentiality is to our sellers, and we treat it with the utmost importance. The double Lehman formula. The double Lehman formula. M&A advisors need to fix a fee for selling a business, and many will use the Lehman formula or some derivative of it. The Lehman formula is so called as it was developed by the Lehman brothers in the 1960s for charging their corporate clients. The original formula was as follows: 5% of the first $1 million of transaction value, 4% of the second million, 3% of the third million, 2% of the fourth million, 1% of everything thereafter. If you do the math, the fee for the first $5 million of a transaction is $150,000, and then 1% on anything in addition to the $5 million. So, for example, on a transaction of $100 million, there will be a fee of $150,000 on $5 million plus 1% fee on $95 million, which is $950,000. Since this formula was derived, there has been quite a lot of inflation, and the fees charged have become more complicated. These days, fees are not based entirely on the end transaction, but there are also upfront fees and hourly fees to cover other expenses incurred during the process. The Lehman formula is very profitable for the M&A advisors when they're working on a big deal. These deals become very competitive. Each one is highly unique, and the fees are suited to fit with the target of the deal. Large deals can take huge amounts of time, typically 1 to 2 years to complete. In these cases, it's necessary for the M&A advisors to rely heavily on the upfront and hourly fees to be able to complete the process. On the other hand, deals that are smaller will have a larger percentage charge, say 10 to 12%, but take small upfront or hourly fees, if any. These deals may take a few months to complete. In between these two extremes are the mid-market deals. These can take a similar length of time to the larger deals and can be just as complex. However, high fees are not feasible for a mid-market company. The Lehman formula is not suitable for the M&A firms, and neither is the 10 to 12% tenable for the business selling. Given these factors, a new formula has been established, often used as a basis for mid-market clients, which is an adaptation of the Lehman formula. This is the double Lehman formula. This helps to tie over the discrepancy between the smaller transaction of less than $1 million with those over $100 million. The double Lehman formula is as follows: 10% of the first $1 million of transaction value, 8% of the second million, 6% of the third million, 4% of the fourth million, 2% of everything thereafter. In this scenario, the first $5 million of a transaction incurs a fee of $300,000, totaling 6% altogether. So, for example, the fee for a transaction of $20 million would be $300,000 plus 2% of $15 million, which comes to the $300,000. This comes to a total of $600,000, which is 3% of the total transaction. The Lehman formula and its adaptation as the double Lehman formula are today more common in mid-market deals. The formula is often used as a basis or starting point from which each individual deal will have its own adaptations, either within the formula for the various thresholds or with additional upfront or hourly fees. Of course, the formula can be adapted across currencies also. In summary, the Lehman formula was originally created some time ago but has been adapted to keep up with inflation to become the double Lehman formula. This formula is a good basis from which discussions can start regarding the fees of M&A advisors, but it is often adapted to suit the particular type of deal or business that is involved. Other fees may be added, particularly in deals that will take a longer time to pay for the expenses needed to complete the process. The M&A firms together with their clients need to work out fees that will usually use a combination of the percentage of transaction price and ongoing expenses to come up with an agreement that is satisfactory to both parties. Looking to buy or sell a business? Contact us now for a free business valuation.